Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream of Honkai Star Rail with me, Moons, or Mooney. Anyway, today's stream is going to be a little bit of a story exploration of Emphorius, the new um, area of this game, right? There's a new storyline attached to it as well. And I thought it would be fun to kind of do this new storyline with a new team. Just put together something that might be fun, right? And we're gonna test it out in this Bud of Nihility, get a little trace materials, do our dailies, that sort of thing. So let's start with just getting rid of some of these notifications. Oh wow, there's quite a lot of stuff in here. Alright, I'll claim them all. Must be the thank you for, playing the game. The new patch has started. Here's some rewards. Let's claim these. Send these guys out again. I really like it, by the way, that you can just claim them and send them out in like a single click. I think that's awesome. Anywho, let's make us a team. Alright? I got plenty of teams made, so I'm gonna start a new. This is gonna be my story team, right? Emphorius. Yep. Alright. So how are we feeling? Um, One thing that I kind of want to do is put characters who are actually as many characters as possible who are actually gonna be in the storyline, like her perhaps, and there's also him, right? This is a character I really want to use, so I think I'm gonna go for and add her, and if with her, it's usually a really good idea to have opponents be weakness broken quite frequently, so I'm gonna add her. Is a pretty good break character and also a sustain, so that saves me the trouble. And I'm thinking of adding her to make sure that even if the weaknesses don't align, she can still break. And of course, just to shake things up. Usually for this kind of theme, it's a really good idea to add Ruan Mei. He's a fantastic break support, but like I said, I like Sunday, so I'm gonna add Sunday.
The
For two.
stars and our futures
Huh? Okay.
shine before
Yeah.
us.
Relax, bro. Anyway, for two reasons, right? First of all, I like that he can action advance characters as one thing, but another thing is this is a character with a summon. So when he action advances her, he's also going to advance her summon, which is going to be quite fun to play around with. And yeah, this is going to be our team for this expansion. Now, I will show you guys how this team runs in the uh oh, hey, hang on a minute. Did we just get like there's more energy. Wow. I didn't realize. It used to be like 240, but now it's 300. That's excellent. Love to see it. But anyway, as I was saying, you'll see what's really fun about this team when I get in here and show you. So, first off, there's Fugue, right? Fugue is the character who was on the banner last time, and now it's been replaced by the Herta. Anyway, I'm gonna use Fugue's skill on Lingsha. This will make Lingsha be able to break uh, weaknesses regardless of the element, right? And Himeko is somebody who really likes it when you weakness break enemies. So let's see how this goes.
Heard the call.
With Sunday, you're looking to either alt or skill with him. For now, I can only skill, so I'm just gonna action advance Lingsha. But you can see that like I'll use my mouse pointer. This is Fuyuan, Lingsha's summon. But when I action advance her, the summon comes with it. So let's see how that goes. Um,
I have something for you. No holding back. Clouds scattered.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
hmm.
Time to cleanse the filth.
I'll overcome the thorns.
Right, with Sunday, I'm gonna try alting
This mortal
on
form
Lingsha.
watch over you, guide you on your path.
And then we're gonna action advance.
Doubt farewell.
Be of your body and
every 3 breaks, Himeko will get activated and do that.
Dream vanished.
I got plenty of points here, so
Heard the
I'll
call.
just advance her again.
Enemy is before me.
Be of your body and mind. The truth burns clear everything in this world. It's bleeding.
This ult is a bit of a waste of ult, I will admit, but I mainly did it because I wanted to kind of advance the summon,
May
which
the foul stench
might not have
Dreams
played
of
out
the past
according
lie
to
from
what I was planning.
Let us
Hmm.
dance
This
once
team
more.
isn't exactly the best, I think,
You won't
so I might have to mess around with it a bit, but I think for story mode it should still be fine.
Yeah.
Hmm. And you advance, you break.
have we met? Clouds scattered.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Hmm. I think Himeko is kind of. I think I might need a stronger DPS to be honest.
Time to
But
cleanse the
let
filth.
me think about this. Hmm.
In this mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
Be of your body and mind.
Dream vanished.
They're not breaking fast enough, I think, is the problem.
I'll overcome the thorns. Moment and doubt farewell.
May the foul stench be of your body and mind.
They're just dying,
Time for an overhaul.
which means that Himeko's thing doesn't get activated. I might need to revisit this team, honestly.
Unite our goals.
The overall idea is here, but Lingsha might not be the character for it.
Serenity is before me.
Be of your body and mind.
I have something for you. Clouds scattered.
Yeah.
I've heard the call. Moment and doubt farewell.
Whoops, I should have used the ult, but it's fine. Need to rework this team a little bit, I think. What can I do? I really like using Himeko. For now, let's see. My goodness, we weren't even able to get one. I'll do my dailies later. Hmm. I think I might have to go for a boot hill team, perhaps. That could definitely be fun. Alright, let's go this way. Now, where is that story mode anyway? Oh, what's this then? 10 passes and a... what is this? Variable dice to reassign subsidiary stats. Oh, this is pretty cool. Okay. Thanks, Mem. I'll take this. Nice. With every new patch, you get like daily check-in rewards, which is pretty nice. And there is a new mission. So let's go see what that's about. Alrighty. I'll teleport here. Alright, looks like everybody's all gathered here, so let's see what this is about.
Please stand by, passengers. The navigation meeting will be starting soon.
I like to have autoplay on so that the dialogue kind of flows in a somewhat naturalistic way. I'm curious about Sunday.
Oh, he isn't joining us for the navigation meeting. He went to the party card arrest. Don't
Yeah,
worry
fair
about him.
enough.
An unexpected destination could be a great starting point for Sunday.
But I wanted him in this cutscene, y'all.
Laid back? That's not exactly a word I associate with him.
How about Black Swan? Oh, right. In case you guys didn't know, there's kind of a writer's strike going on in Hollywood right now, and certain voice actors who are also part of the guild are refusing to lend their voices to games until they can get sufficient protection from AI, right? Like they don't want their voices to be imitated by AI. They don't want like you know for AI to replace them essentially. And the negotiations are ongoing, which means that characters like Himeko, whose voice actress is in the guild, will not be providing their voice for this particular quest, which is sad for sure. But at the same time, I think that I'd rather have them, properly compensated, their work secure, rather than necessarily moan about my own immersion or whatever. It is a game after all, and these are real people. Anyway.
Since everyone's here, Pom-Pom will start presenting our options. First up is the oceanic planet of Lushaka.
Lushaka is a planet that, by the way, Danheng is going through the same thing. Anyway, Lushaka is a planet that's interesting because it is actually a planet that is on one of the planar sets in the game. It's like, relics. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. So you do get a little preview of what Lushaka is like there. Mr. Mikhail's homeworld. Shaka was hit by the rising sea levels after the Stellaron disaster. So I'm not sure how things are on the planet right now.
Next, we have Melustanin, the agate world.
Melustanin, that's an interesting name. That's where Idrilla the Beauty ascended. Oh, interesting. A world of undying allure. It can also be said to be one of the initial states of the Stellaron disaster. Probably not the safest
Given the
choice.
Express's fuel situation, it's worth us thinking through our options carefully.
And finally, the most adventurous option, the eternal land, Amphorius.
That sounds like a great option to me.
In the data bank, and a world even Achivilius never set foot on.
Exactly.
If this trailblazing expedition works out, it could solve our fuel problem.
Maybe for the rest of the game. 6 plus. Washtopia. Edo Star sounds like a Japanese-inspired world.
Amphorius does have something to offer, unlike the other options. Plus, it's a completely unknown world. What better place to trailblaze?
Seven's voice, by the
We
way.
know
I think
nothing
she sounds
about
very cute.
Amphorius. We know the other two worlds aren't exactly safe
I think her
options.
voice actress's name is
Anyway,
Skylar Davenport or
if
something
it's
like
a
that.
risk we're taking, we might as well throw in some
And her real
adventure.
voice is very
What do you
different from March's voice, so there's a lot of range there. Very impressive. Agreed. So everyone's leading towards the uncharted world.
Looks like
On-
Pom-Pom's voting plan won't be needed after all. It's
On-
official then. Our next stop is Amphorius.
By the way, in case you guys couldn't tell, I put Pom Pom in this recently released chef outfit. I think it looks very cool.
Great! I'm looking forward to the conductor's jump announcement.
On the topic of Amphorius, though, it's quite interesting that Himeko has like this very Greek inspired outfit style. But I don't think she's from Amphorius, so I want to know what like relation there is, if any.
Pretty pictures this time.
Alright, let's chat with everyone, see what Mr. Welt is up to.
A world yet to be explored by the Trailblaze. No self-respecting nameless would turn that opportunity down. Absolutely. The Astral Express has always traveled along the silver rail laid down by Achivili. We don't normally get to venture into a world beyond the knowledge of the Trailblaze. But this time, we might just get the chance to add a brand new stop to the astral charts. I don't mind telling you, I'm a little excited.
Nice. Alright, Himeko, what do you have to quote unquote say? It's not yours? Yeah, exactly. Let's say I have a backup plan. Oh, okay, okay. What you cooking, girl? What's up? Party car is probably where Black Swan and Sunday are hanging out. So I'm gonna head over in this direction to see whether I can talk to my homies, like Dan Hung, who lives in the attic. No, not really. This is like the database room, the server room, really. There's March. You have to say.
Oh, hey, great timing. I just turned on my camera and was looking through some old photos. Can I ask you something? What's your favorite part of a journey? From start to finish.
Start of a journey when we drive into the unknown, the middle of the journey, gains are made the end. I like the start of the journey a lot because there's a lot of questions in your head and
Let's go
you
snap some
keep
photos
wondering, okay,
as
what's
soon
gonna
as we
happen
arrive in
next?
Amphorius. Anyway, enough chit-chat. I better pack some extra batteries in case we end up somewhere without power.
Dude, you're so right. Like, Greek mythology does not sound like it is. It has its electronics in check. Is that okay? Are there more companions to talk to? Maybe the other two in here. Alright, alright. Hello, Black Swan. I love her voice actress, by the way.
Ah, you're here.
Her voice
I
sounds
hear the
very
Nameless
lovely.
are going to Amphorius. A very wise decision.
Erin something is her name. Why do you want to go to?
Keepers traverse the worlds only to collect precious memories. Have you heard that before? It's my duty to salvage unknown memories, and the Amphorius that has been revealed by the garden's mirror is like a treasure inside a display case. Dazzling, yet out of reach. I need a sharp nail to break through that glass, and that's where you come in. Only through trailblazing can we reach the heart of Amphorius, cut through the thick mist, and bring the world's memories back into light.
Oh, you can mess around with the audio. That's interesting.
I trust you won't disappoint me.
Not at all, Black Swan.
Would you care for some jokes? A bit of laughter might.
Looks like you've decided on your next stop. I see. Those who embark on a long journey simply need to set off.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what involvement he has in the story. Oh, what's this? Oh, mental. What is this? Why? What rabbit hole did I just fall into? Shush. Okay, no, no, no. I don't have time for this. I need to go explore the new world. Alright. So pack up luggage. In a previous event, the Trailblazer got themselves an actual room, which is genuinely huge. It was very nice. It was fun decorating it and everything, and the event was very low key and helped to get you to understand the POVs of the characters who are in the External Express crew. And hey, it looks like we begin our warp jump here instead of out there. Alright. Cool, I'm down.
Attention passengers! The express is about to make the jump. Please be seated and hold on.
Alrighty, I'm definitely seated and holding on.
There's nothing there. Confusing. The answer lies hidden
What?
in the starry sky.
That's that.
Here it is.
That's a
the
Mobius
isolated
strip.
world that can only be seen through the garden's mirror. The eternal land, Amphoria.
Because it looks like a freaking infinity sign. Celestial body is
No
this?
one knows. That's what you're about to find out.
I like that
As you can
as a
see,
planet it's not like
Amphoris
planet
is
shaped, you know?
surrounded by a mass of chaotic matter that conceals it from the outside world. Nearly. Conventional interstellar travel can't detect its presence, let alone pass by or land on the planet. Yet the garden caught a glimpse of this place, and along with it, discovered ever-shifting traces.
Three parts interweave and fetter Amphorius, co-authoring the fate of the world. I wonder what those three parts are, right? Like, looking at the trailer, I think destruction is one. I think order could be another one, and erudition, or perhaps remembrance, since there's a lot of remembrance stuff going on here. So my guesses are destruction, order, and either erudition or remembrance. I guess order because like I saw a lot of signs in the trailer that kind of look like it belonged to the former Eon of Order, Enna. And Mr. Sunday is here, and he used to be a really big Order guy. So seeing Order approach in a different, how do you say, dictatorial way could be good for him, good for his character development. Unknown to leave traces. What you said is true. Three beings comparable to emanators. Now you're cooking. Okay, okay.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
Interesting note about eons.
For a
When they are
world to
mentioned, the
nurture
they
such
is always
marvels,
capitalized. I'm gonna keep
still
an eye out
remain
for.
unheard of throughout the cosmos? Now
And
that
also,
is
three
impressive.
aeons coming from one place is a little nutty. Let's see.
I can reveal the second. In fact, you've all seen it just now. It's the remembrance.
Nice. So I got like 2 out of 3. But to be fair, I did make 4 guesses, so it looks like maybe it's not gonna be order. Maybe it'll just be destruction. Let's see.
I see. Then it makes sense that a messenger of the garden would be capable of unveiling.
Yes, yes. I wanna know what is it. What is it?
Unfortunately, fate is keeping the
Okay,
third
fine.
path
I'll play the
mystery.
game and find out.
I don't know what it is either. Hidden beneath the brilliance of erudition and remembrance, yet possessing enough power to rival the other two paths. It could be the equilibrium, the enigmata, or perhaps the permanence. I have no clue at all. This white ribbon of light encircling Amphorius might very well be a product of the three
Wait, that's not the planet.
interwoven paths. Only when path striders of the Trailblaze enter the center of the vortex will its true nature be revealed.
I thought the Mobius strip looking thing, the infinity sign, was the planet. Excuse me. A vacuum without oxygen, lava field.
Wait, I think we might be missing someone.
Oh yeah, where's March? Oh my goodness. Did she like hit her head or something? But then again, a planet that's super connected to the remembrance March, a person who doesn't remember her past. We might be getting some, like potential March development. This could be a little something that comes back in a cool way.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what's wrong. I just feel really weak after the warp. I doubt it. Pretty girls aren't supposed to get
Oh,
sick.
come on now. Sickness is, rated E for everyone.
Gladly.
Hey, yo.
I'm
You could have just
seeing
used your hand.
March 7th hit by a sudden bout of weakness in her memories, as if something was weighing on her.
Are
The
we
onset
really
of it
about to get
far
some
too
March
quick to give any
development?
kind
Maybe
of
even the
sickness.
revelation of her past? That would be wild.
Perhaps it's the effect of some external stimulus?
Oh, why is everyone here? I should have cleaned my room.
Too late now.
I invited Sunday to help with the diagnosis. He grew up in a star system rich in memoria. When it comes to mental healing, he's quite the specialist.
You've all been to Penacony before. I presume you are aware of how some might find themselves in a synesthesia dreamscape after warping to Asdana. I'm guessing this is something similar. Miss March appears to be affected by a certain external stimulus. Perhaps a path, an eon, or even Amphorius itself.
How fascinating.
I agree. That's likely the case.
Why is she the only one affected?
There's no way to tell at this point. It could just be a matter of time before everyone feels unwell. Before we identify the cause, my suggestion is for Miss March to avoid venturing anywhere near Amphorius.
It's okay, Himeko. I'll be good on my own. Go ahead, guys. I'll catch up once I feel better. Here. Take my camera along. I was planning to take photos when we got there, but looks like you'll have to help me with that now. I know I can always count on you. Yeah, you guys go on ahead. Don't worry about me. I'll be back to being my hyperactive and adorable self by the next time you see me. Now, don't forget about those photos, okay? I'll be checking the camera.
This is very odd. I really think that we're about to get some major development for this character. I wonder where the things are going. Maybe this is kind of like the thing where you go near, like you lose your memory and then you go to a place that was really significant to you once upon a time, so you start feeling some kind of way, Maybe flashbacks or something. Maybe she's connected to
Do you think
Amphorius
the
more than we
Seventh's
think.
past could be connected to Amphorius?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Okay, I'm gonna check something behind the scenes, alright? I just noticed that our stream says that we're streaming Mario Wonder or something like that. Can't have that, so I am gonna go fix our thing, right? I'm currently messing around with Twitch. Oh hey, there seems to be somebody in the comment section. Sorry, I didn't spot you there. Um, Calixia. All right. Yes, this game does have DLC expansion. It's a gacha game, so every now and then a new patch comes, and the story continues bit by bit by bit. And do I play regularly? This is Emmen Gaming, where we play all kinds of streams. Sorry, we can play all kinds of games on stream, and usually it is on Fridays that we play, right? Um, don't worry, I was not paying attention to the chat because I was really absorbed into the story. My bad. That one's on me. But anyway, let me just fix some of the settings that you have also rightly pointed out. It is definitely a my bad thing. It's just every time that we try to get a stream going, it always has the same information, and we had to kind of manually change it. So let me tinker around with that, see if I can get that going. Uh, Not Super Mario Wonder, that's for sure. Star Rail. Nice. And that's it. I think the information's been updated. Thank you for your input, alright? I am gonna definitely keep an eye on the chat a little bit more as I proceed. My bad. But anyway, welcome to the Emmen Gaming stream. I'm your host, Mooney, and we're just playing through the story of Honkai Star Rail, the new expansion, the new world, all of that. Alright, let's continue. Yeah, that's definitely true. You know what? Ever since they're considering putting the Trailblazer, you know, me, my stand-in character, as like in charge of this expedition, I think I'm gonna replace Fugue with that character. I think Bootle should
So
be fine
we're
without Fugue.
staying behind to take care of the grown-up stuff.
Someone should be taking care of March 7th, too. I can do that.
I don't fully trust you, Black Swan. Like, I love your voice, but it just
I'm
feels
fine
super
with any
sneaky to
arrangement
me.
you have for me.
Alright. Let's mess around with the party setup. Fugue is a fantastic support for break characters, but we will be replacing Fugue with the Harmony Trailblazer. This was the previous path for this character. Let's see what their state is. Oh, looks like it's very random. I need to do something about you. Well, since Ruan May uh okay, cool. I don't want to use a limited reason. Ruan May isn't coming with us. I'm gonna think, try to get some good pieces and any good pieces she might have. Right? Let's try. It's got a bit of break effect on it. Yep, more break effect. We like that. I guess this is as good as it gets for now. I take this from you, you guy. I apologize, but you're not on this team. Effect rate is not auto. Defense. I'll just grab this one for the extra speed. Let's see what the stats are like. 193 break effect, that's not bad. As for Yeah, what's your break effect like? And there's the goat. 300, as God intended. Alright. Sorry about getting into the back end of things to get a little technical there. It's just that, you know, once the story mode starts and we start exploring the world, I don't want to be switching out characters and messing around with character kits. I just want to go, 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 you know? So, that said, let's see.
Yes. Seeing how this is going to be a perilous expedition, Pom-Pom and the Navigator have come together to prepare a special trailblazing gift for you.
Ooh, what could it be?
Your very own car!
Are you kidding? Really?
The car you're getting has its own thrusters, so just buckle up, and it'll take you into Amphorius and land you somewhere safe.
It's like a little scouter or something.
Only in extenuating circumstances. Don't go thinking you can detach cars from the Express every which way, alright? Get going whenever you're ready. Pom-Pom can't wait to hear about your exciting discoveries.
I am ready. I'm super ready. I want to see what this car is about.
Car ready for detachment. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's a train car. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought, you know, like a four-wheeled automobile. By the way, the main character also does not have a voice in the English dub. Whoa. Yo? That is an amazing turn of events. What the heck just happened? Looked like a spear landed on it. Oh. I really like the very soft strings that are playing in the back right now. Reminds me of some Greek instruments I've heard in some other games. Let's make it low accurate, huh? Right. Oh no, done hung. Tough choice, really, because this is how the game started, with him trying to give it to you, and this could just be funny. So I'm gonna go with this one. Nope, it ain't no way. Yes, this is the way. He woke up. Two silent characters. Ain't this a hoot? But hey, I am glad that Dunhung is part of the story this time in this way, because last planet he was kind of taking a back seat, you know. But this time he can just be part of the main scenario. Last time when a car got hit, I'm like, not before dragging you out. It's a good thing we were in the car. We would have been crushed to pieces. That's very true, Dunhung. Oh, Screwstar, hi! Good to see you again. And yes, it does suck that Dan Hung does not have a voice, that he's even more taciturn than normal. But honestly, between you and me, my hot take, I would rather these people get paid and have stable lives than necessarily, voice the game. Yeah, dude, I feel really bad for them as well. They do love these characters very much, so he's hoping that they're able to figure this stuff out. Farewell by prison. That's a very troll answer. A very troll text, I mean. Let's find someplace safe to set up a base of operations first. This statue and the buildings we've seen so far point to a civilization here on Amphorius. We can only hope they are not hostile towards outsiders. It's dangerous here. We should leave. Hey, yo? Someone's here. Alright, let's see what's beyond that gate. I'm currently playing this game on the joystick on PC, by the way, so it's quite easy to just walk when I want to and run when I want to. Oh, look, there's that little creature again. Oh, it looks nice. Hey, little creature. Is it dark? Is it nighttime already? Hey, yo! What the? What just happened? This place looked way more broken down. What is this like? Prince of Persia, the what's that one called? The second one. No, not the Two Thrones. Warrior Within. Yeah, what is this? Prince of Persia, the Warrior Within. And also interesting. Look at that. Oh, that's creepy. I love it. Oh my god, what's happening? So, okay, before we continue, something that I wanna kind of speculate on, right? So, when I heard that this planet was a special place that only the Remembrance Path can help you get to, it made me wonder whether this planet was like a memory, right? In the sense that, like, perhaps it's a planet that's already destroyed, or and you are able to see a memory of it when it is thriving, or perhaps it's a planet that's stuck in a time loop of it being destroyed. And what I'm seeing right now kind of makes me think, okay, I might have been cooking then. But anywho, let's see what this little creature wants. Hello. Oh. Oh, yo! Interesting that the inaccessible path becomes accessible because these shifts. These little guys disappear when I come close. Why is everybody so short? Sounds like they're saying something about a soul, but then again, it could just be, ominous whisperings and I'm just hearing what I think I want to hear. I do appreciate the moon imagery, being moony and all. Screwstar says that considering that the planet is literally in a loop, it is possible. Yes, I do think so as well, that there might be some time or memory shenanigans going on here. I mean, look at what's happening to poor Mart, the memory girl from our party. She's not having a good time. The creature looked like a Pokemon. I'm afraid we must plan for the worst, says notorious optimist Dan Hung. Putting a potential language barrier aside, that was a powerful attack on us just now. It's hard to imagine a planet as far out and isolated as this having the expertise to create such sophisticated weaponry. Dude, it was a guy with a spear. A big spear, mind you, but Is it any match for your dragon transformation? I wonder if that little gap in time as the door opens is for the game to load the next area. But I mean, it's a small place. It should be loaded in, no? By the way, I think I might have lost the first guest who showed up in the voice chat to hang out. I'm sorry, I didn't see the chat then, but oh well. I am here now, I say as I notice this bugger. What is this? And you find realistic looking statues in a Greek setting. People who are familiar with the myths kinda start sweating. What's that? What is that? It looks... Okay, before I continue on with the dialogue, a little bit of note here. This is just something that kind of catches my eye, right? We're talking Greek mythology, we're talking Greek inspiration. A giant sphere on the back of something. Something big. It makes me think of how in Greek mythology, Atlas, the Titan, is supposed to be keeping the earth and the sky separate by putting the sky on his back. Interesting. A universal belief system. I'm gonna take some photos. Now would be the perfect time. Absolutely. Let's give our girlie a really cool photo. I want to take a photo with that little guy in it. You see that little guy standing over there? Dan Hung, despite being like a really quiet guy who's just in the back, not, being too overly emotional, is actually really considerate of March, giving you suggestions.
Hello? Snap out of it and click the shutter already.
Excuse you? What the heck? Why are we getting memory, like, I don't know, flashback March? What's going on? Okay, this is nice. Add a bit. But that's not photo. Nice. Hey yo, these statues be moving when we're not looking. What is this, Doctor Who? This is something I really hate that Genshin Impact did a lot when I played it. Like, don't break up one sentence into two dialogue options and call that dialogue options. That's not dialogue options, that's just a sentence. Just have one sentence, you cowards, if you want us to say one thing. War armor. Number of times can destroy their war armor, okay? When war armor is destroyed, deals damage to enemies, delays their action, and restores energy for the attacker. Attacking enemies with destroyed war armor will deal additional damage. Okay, it'll be repaired at the end of the enemy's turn. Okay. Alright. So, this is something, right? Like this figure that I'm highlighting right now. Something that I personally really like about some video games that I play is the fact that they can actually reuse some really good assets. And they kind of reflavor or recolor them in really interesting ways.
No, not ready yet.
This is one of them. I've seen this model before, but you know, it just looked different. Like, as in it was different themed. By the way, did you know that you can actually take a closer look at the enemies like this? Fury Eye Warrior, Fury Eye Archer, Fury Eye Troop. It's Fury.
Let's do it.
Alright. Let's see how powerful they really are.
There's your reward.
Allow me to purge the root to
Ready?
the problem.
There's no reason with you bunch anymore. Those with the load gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Be of your body and mind.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
I don't really wanna be using Sunday's ult, I don't think. Actually, you know what? No, I will. Because that way you can get it back as well.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
I really like that ult because it puts a character that I cast the ult on like a literal pedestal on his hand, which I think is kinda cool.
For a bullet.
Alright, let's take you out.
Bring it on. Time's up.
I think there's something off about Boot Hill. I need to mess around with his relics to see whether he's doing good. I wanna know. Let's see if we can just kill him outright.
Immerse yourself in it.
Almost, but no dice.
Take your positions. Let's improvise. Seek and you shall receive. Protect out farewell.
Let's do it. There's your reward.
Oh, we have a round 2 out of 3. Okay, we're still going. If that is the case, then I definitely need to use this guy's ult. I was just saving it for a future battle, but nah. Okay.
Bring it on.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true. Seek and you shall receive.
Alright, let's bring you back to the forefront. And super break damage will be enabled now that the Trailblazers, remember it's how many Trailblazers, ult is active. Ooh,
Still the same.
that's an interesting attack. Thank you, Lingsha. Alright. What do we want to do here?
There's no reason with you bunch anymore. Those with the load gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Ooh, one shot, one kill.
Bring it on.
Take your positions.
I need a few more skill points.
This mortal.
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
You know, this is what I mean. My beloved Boot Hill on a pedestal. Right, and then we advance this guy.
Stand still.
Nice.
There's no reason those with the load gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Immerse yourself in it. Yeah.
Thank God for super break damage. Whoa!
Look out!
You've got something interesting.
Did he just break? Oh! Damn. By the way, you guys, I'm
Fear no harm.
reacting this
I
way
just want everyone to
because
prosper.
this guy looks like a character from Honkai Impact called Kevin Kaslana, and Kevin Kaslana, people from the Kaslana family are known for using baseball bats as weapons, so him grabbing it. Hmm. Skusta, to answer your question, I mean, when it comes to end game content, right, you gotta think a little bit more about when do you pop alts. Popping your alt whenever you get them is usually fine. I was just being a little lazy, thinking, you know what, maybe if I get into another battle, I might need it, kind of thing. But with Mr. Sunday specifically, I'll show you when next time we get into a battle. There is a specific time that I think is ideal to use his alt, but not every character is like that. Anywho,
Roaming around a place like the Abyss with weapons in tow is a show of provocation. Those soldiers are minions of the Strife Titans.
Strife
They're not
Titan.
known to stop until all invaders fall under their feet. If you continue brandishing your weapons, you won't only be putting yourselves in the crossfire. Their looming blades will come down on the heads of the innocent. It's difficult to tell if you're friend or foe when you appear out of thin air. Even without your weapons, a great power still lurks within you.
Oh, it's a dragon
I
of a
could be
power,
putting
let me tell you
myself in
that.
harm's way for all I know. I'd be unwise not to take precautions. So,
I love the blue in his
here's your
eyes.
reason for dropping in on us. Hmm? Visitors from above?
Hey, how'd you know about
Ainon, look what you did again! Taking off only to get yourself into trouble?
Einon?
You even ruined his weapon! I've really gone and done it. This is no way to be treating strangers!
I was just trying to fix our problem in the safest way possible.
How is this safe? Hello, friendly strangers. Let's all simmer down and cool our jets. We're all humans
You
here.
have
Now
elf
please
ears,
don't get
girl.
so heated. Snowy's just worried you're baddies from above, but we know you two are nothing of the sort. Oh, right, you don't know us yet. We are Treeby from Yanisopolis, and this is Snowy.
Why do they call themselves we?
All right, if you say so, Treeby. I apologize for my earlier behavior. I was overly wary because both of you landed in this tumultuous region. Put me on high alert.
Trailblazers from the sky. That done, Hung. Always the
Not from
practical.
above the sky, but beyond it.
Wow, that's something else altogether. You're lucky you met us then.
Oh, really?
She means you're lucky because we won't hurt you, but the same can't be said for others.
There
Let's
are
talk somewhere
others.
else. You've seen it firsthand. It isn't safe out here. As you saw, there are still many refugees who haven't been freed in the temple. We're here to rescue and escort them
Hey,
to the
Calix.
holy city.
Are we the bad
Here's the
guys?
reason I had to be absolutely sure you
Um,
were not here with ill intent, and why I wanted you to put away your weapons. If something were to occur, they would have no way of protecting themselves.
I don't necessarily think that the Trailblazing crew are the bad guys in this situation. I just think that for every world that they go to, because they kind of drop in from space, the residents are gonna see them some kind of way, right? Like if they don't know that space travel exists, that's gonna be a little scary for them. If you think about it from like a Star Trek POV, this is like the prime directive. Do not let species who are not sufficiently advanced know about things that they shouldn't know. Otherwise, it's gonna freak them out and stunt their growth or whatever. But I don't think
I'm
Star
sorry,
Rail has
but
such
I
a
use Elysium.
strong
Sorry if that offended you just now.
rule about that. Fine on the IDs from IDs Elysiae. Does no one else think we look like brothers? I'm gonna go with this one.
Well, how about that? Perhaps it's fate. Friction really does spark friendships, huh? Here, you can have your weapon back.
This is definitely like an XP of Kevin Caslana because everybody was saying when this game Star Rail began that hey, the Trailblazer looks really alike to Kevin. So this must be like a little bit of a jokey reference to that. Also, do you see this guy's eyes? Like that's some interesting design there. That I mean, if this were Naruto, that would be a dojutsu for sure.
And here's your spear.
And
Don't
then we
worry,
have
this is
her.
entirely
Hey
optional.
yo,
I'll make sure he fixes it for you.
this this girl has like I mean, the white parts of her eyes look like the thing on March's design, like on her outfit. Huh. Interesting.
It seems I'll have to treat Cartonis to a couple of drinks again.
Artonis. Absolutely not. Nothing suspicious to see here. How do you view the situation? There is more to this Finon than meets the eye. I agree to disarm you in a flash and then snap my spear. He is no ordinary person. He's also quite cautious, keeping his distance throughout the conversation. I tried probing for more information on this, but they casually glossed over it. Conversely, I believe this indicates he doesn't believe he can easily subdue us. If things take a turn for the worse, our best bet is still going to be resolution by force. Their appearance was suspiciously well timed. The timing is suspect too. The spear that destroyed our car is definitely man-made. I suspected they might have staged the encounter, but these refugees, they're clearly not pretending. For now, it's reasonable to assume that they are not on the same side as the attackers. Okay. How is it even remotely possible that we share a common language? I'm trying to come up with possible theories for that, though the answer still eludes me. Perhaps, like Yarilo 6, Amphorius was served by the Star Rail eons ago, but the databank would at least have some record of the planet, if it were true. Oh yes, I have been keeping up with Star Rail, by the way. I do play these story missions whenever they do come out. I don't necessarily speedrun my way to the end, I like to sometimes play it in small chunks so that I feel like I get a little bang for my buck. But generally I do. I find it to be rather enjoyable, and I'm a big story and lore guy. How is it going so far? Well, I really liked the first story arc with Balapog, right? And then the second story arc with the Xianzhou Luofu was not necessarily too much to my taste, although I did like the characters from that region. But Penacony was really my kind of thing. Like, I really loved the jazz era aesthetic. I really loved the whole world of dreams thing going on, right? And the story had quite a few twists and turns that actually had me, like, reading every document I could find, theorizing about this and that, talking philosophy and all that. Does it kind of have the usual gacha game yapping? The answer to this is yes, right? It does have a lot of characters that like to talk. Welt is one of them. Mr. Sunday specifically is another one of them. But the thing that I personally don't hate about this, that I find tolerable, is that, like, let's compare this to its sister game, Genshin Impact. In my opinion, at least, and it's just my feeling. When people in Genshin talk, it's very repetitive. It's very like filler kind of dialogue. They don't have a lot of crunch to what they're saying, right? But here, when people philosophize and try to, speak in riddles and whatnot, they are actually using metaphors to convey something. So if you actually put your mind to it, you do get something out of it. And luckily, it's not every character that loves to wax poetic. It's just, some people they be talking, other people they get right to the point. Choices are inconsequential. This is something that I think is a little bit related to player expectation, right? Since these games are not something like I don't know, multiple endings having kind of games, and they're supposed to have a linear story, and it's a story that's also coming out piecemeal. You don't really get to drastically alter the path of the story because they kind of plan it from start to finish. But one thing that I will say that is a positive is that at least in this game, and I'm not speaking about other gachas, at least in this game, you do get a certain degree of freedom in how you express yourself along the fixed path. So that way it feels like your Trailblazer is very much your own. And this matters a lot because there are some really comedic dialogue in this game, and there are friends of mine who play this game who say, I always pick the comedic option because I just want to see how all these serious characters react to my tomfoolery. And, it be like that. Yes, better illusion of choice is exactly how I would put it because you at least get to feel like you are getting to express yourself as you go down the singular path that they have for you. You feel me? Now, I don't want to seem like I think this game has no flaws. This game definitely does have flaws, and we'll talk about them as they come up. But for now, as far as enjoying a story goes, I think I could do a lot worse. In fact, I have done a lot worse, and that is why I gave that game up and started this one. And I'm happy to say that the writing level of this is not exactly grade school, that they actually do put some effort into it, which I enjoy. Alright, anyway, about his spear. Interesting. I didn't even think of that. Yeah! Nowhere near as primitive as we thought. They have more to surprise us in this holy city they mentioned. Alright, we're done. Let's keep going. Are they praying to the... Huh. Okay. Where will fate take us? Fate is a very important topic for Greek mythology. So, let's go. Agree. I will never agree to that. Beatrice.
Virtus!
Virtus,
You
my
acted
bad.
on your own to ask the Chrysos heirs for help? To bring us into their so-called holy city, no less. We are priests of Janus, born as footless birds. How could we possibly endure being confined to one place?
Calix asks me whether I think Genshin is ending soon. Um, I genuinely think that these games are made to last as long as possible, right? So I think what's gonna happen is, if at all, we're gonna get the ending of Genshin Saga 1, and then we'll get like the next new storyline, and then that's kind of how it's gonna continue. I say this because, like, if they just close down Genshin, that would be like a huge money maker for them just going out the window. See, we might play these games for the story or for the characters or for the enjoyment of it, but they make this game for the money. Yeah, I genuinely believe we're gonna have like many sagas to come until the game is so unpopular that no one plays it. And yes, you are right. It is like the Infinity Saga. That's how I think. This journey to find your sibling is like one big storyline, and once that concludes, then we'll start the new one. Maybe it'll be the world-destroying storyline, though I kind of doubt that. Anywho, interesting. Okay. Let's see. These people also kind of dress like Dr. Ratio now that I think about it.
We've lost far too many to Nikador's forces, Mr. Noldus. I only want for everyone to settle down somewhere safe and to be able to sleep soundly.
Lose your faith, and you lose everything. Do you seriously think you can seek shelter in Akima? Nowhere is safe with the end times looming. I've said my piece. Leave if that's what you want. Everyone else is staying in this temple, where we enjoy the protection of Janus, the Gate of Infinity.
Um, this is probably not how this game intends to use that name, Janus, right? The Passage Titan is what they're calling this character. But there is an actual mythological, actually I say actual, but it is a myth. But anyway, I digress. There is a mythological figure called Janus, right? And it is from Roman mythology, if I'm not wrong, and this god is supposed to be the god of passageways, right? Of like transitions specifically, and of boundaries. So that is why January is named January, because it's the passageway between one year and the next, the beginning of the new year. You feel me?
Don't make this decision in haste, sir.
Yeah, old man. Hey, the
I
time is
appreciate
now.
the concern, esteemed Chrysos heir. But
Chrysos,
please,
yeah.
respect that we have the right to choose our own fate.
And funny that you're choosing it for other people who are not you as well, but let's let this play out.
I'm sorry you had to see that, esteemed Chrysos heir. Hmm? These two with you are...
Travelers from afar. They're also headed for the Holy City. If memory serves me right, you are... Virtus? Please, you may call me Phainon. What was that just now?
It's an honor you remember me, Phainon.
Oh, I just got some feedback that my chat volume might be a bit low, so let me just bump that up a bit.
Home, forcing us to flee across many lands until we arrived here.
How about now? Oh, I think that's a little loud. Okay, I think this should be good.
Fall to those monsters, and I was shattered.
Hey, yo, this guy actually has kind of a kind of sick mustache. You don't see a lot of Hoyo voice characters with mustaches or facial hair of any kind, really. Yeah, mic audio. Me speaking. Me chatting, yapping, as you might say. Replay. Elder spoke of the end times just now and claimed that no place on Emphorius is safe. What do you mean by that?
Excuse me, sir. Everyone knows about the prophecy. How is it that you...
Oh, you know, I've been sleeping for 100 years, no big deal.
Right now, we must focus on convincing Mr. Noldus to return. The Abyss is swarming with fierce enemies, and they have no way to defend themselves, leaving them vulnerable to all kinds of
What is this
danger.
abyss that they're talking about? Because, like, it means something different in Genshin, it means something different in some other games as well, so I'm curious to see where this is going.
I have a rather bold request. The two of you are quite capable. Might I trouble you to fetch Mr. Noldus?
Alright, Danhung, you grab his legs, I'll grab his arms.
Treeby will join you. She can also answer any questions you may have.
I've been curious about this Treeby as well. That's very true. Okay, so he doesn't want them to know that we're aliens. I mean, we are aliens technically, aren't we? There's a rift between us and the locals, so let's play along with Phainon for now. We can also learn what Treeby thinks when we're alone with her.
You two are truly honorable. I'll stay behind to guard Virtus and the rest. Go quickly and come back safe.
Listen, this guy, he seems a little too perfect. I don't know if I can fully trust him. Alright, let's take a look at Treeby over here. She kinda gives me Cupid energy, yeah? Like with these little wings, and she also has like wings on her shoes, like Hermes, the Greek god. And I must also say, it's kind of interesting that she has odd colored boots, but what really caught my eye is that her gloves are the same color though, even though they do have like a different look to each of them.
Nice.
Alright, cool. Let's see what she has to say.
I'm sure you two have a ton of questions.
Oh yeah, you have no idea. So many.
As for why we should speak in private, that's because quiet places are better suited for communicating with one another.
I'm sus. The road ahead is cut off. Are you going to carry and fly us across? You're not gonna ask me to jump, right? Is Janheng finally going to be able to jump? You're talking about
Judging by your reactions, you weren't lying about being newly arrived travelers. In that case, don't blink or you'll miss the next part. Also, Snowy wouldn't dare make plans for us. It's more like the other way around. Alright, silence please! We are about to summon a
It's interesting that she says V and the V is boldened, right?
Descendants doth surmount the myriad of passages of Yanis to stand before thee and receive the scales of judgment. O selfless arbiter Talantin, declare us innocent in the name of the law. Weigh the fruits of the present in exchange for the sweetness of the past.
What ritual is this?
Summon thee, Orynyx, to lift thy curtain of memory.
They're throwing.
Once again stir the ripples of past reverie.
Whoa. So a world where time can selectively be rewound? That's incredible. Like genuinely, what the heck is this? And I'm getting some kind of migraine. What's going on?
How is that possible? Did Orynyx's prayer fail?
My two friends, don't stray too far away from us.
Oh, this is very cool. Look at this.
As long as we're with them, we'll be fine.
Wow, this is such a nice effect. What is even going on? Oh, that's dope. Look at that.
Amazing, isn't it? Now that we're here, we can speak.
You're right, I should try falling.
Huh?
Damn.
But
Okay,
why
it's
does
an
it
invisible
feel
wall.
A little too quiet.
Next time I'll try falling. I think we do have some Twitch drops. Yeah, one of my coworkers slash friends kind of set it up. So if you want to explore that, see what that's about, feel free to go ahead. Okay, what's going on? Alright, old man. Time is now.
Just what I was afraid of. So much for a peaceful chat. The history lesson will have to wait, my friends. We must help Mr. Noldis.
Alright, let's cook.
Bring it on. Turns up.
Very nice. One down.
Fighting skills.
Thank you. Very kind of you. Alright, Screwstar, I don't know whether you're watching or not, but let me tell you what I was gonna tell you about when to use alts, right? So, for different characters, the ideal time is usually different. In my opinion, at least, for characters like the Harmony Trailblazer or Mr. Sunday. Yeah, relax, bro. Anyway, for characters like Mr. Sunday or Harmony Trailblazer, their alt is kind of based on how many turns they get, right? So you can see that there are like 3 little dots near his icon there. So in my opinion, the best time to use it is like at the start of his turn. That way you will get 1 extra use or turn or round for the effect to be on. For instance. Now when this turn passes, I'm not gonna like lose one of those things. So you know, I get 4 turns worth of the use of the alt instead of just the 1. Alright, buddy. Let's advance you. And unfortunately, I don't have no skill points to do anything with, but super break damage is still a thing, so.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
I think this should be enough to kill. Oh, not. Nope. I guess not. I think this one. It's not Michael Jackson, it's JoJo's. This guy has a lot of posing going on. See? Now this is Michael Jackson. You are right. There's a lot of Michael Jackson coding here. But no. I can't use this skill. I need some skill points. I need to be. Okay, Screw Star once again, Mr. Sunday, right? We alt on Boot Hill. Now you see that the turn of the Harmony Trailblazer that went away just now has taken 1 tick of the buff, right? Of the super break buff. I'll boost you.
Wait in line for a bullet.
Probably gonna kill with a single kick. Yeah, there you go.
Bring it on.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
Yes, definitely a lot of Michael Jackson coding going on here.
Oh, thank you. The three of you saved our lives.
Mr. Noldus, Virtus was right. It's too dangerous for all of you to be here. Please, come back to Akama with us.
I believe I've made my stance clear, my child. Us priests would rather die in the pursuit of faith than live in a foreign land.
Don't lie to
Sir,
yourself,
we
old man.
deeply understand your faith in the Titans. Perhaps in your eyes, Kefali, the protector of the Holy City, is but a god from a foreign land. But we swear to you, in the name of Yanis, the Gate of Infinity, that so long as the Chrysoceres live, Akama will protect all followers of the Titans. We are one and the same.
You swear in the name of Yanis? Who are you?
Don't you remember, Noldus? Our name is Trebios.
What? You're the High Priest?
This little kid is a high
Why,
priest?
you look like a child. Oh, no. To think that I, a mere tribal priest, dare lecture you on faith. Oh, how ludicrous. Please, forgive
Alright,
my
that's what I thought,
prejudices.
old man.
Noldus, we do not wish to force you, but please think of the people in your tribe. The young place their trust in you, just as you place your trust in us. If you stay, they will remain here too, doomed to fall under Nikodor's spear.
Spear, you say? We got hit by a
If
spear.
that is divine will, then I have no reason to disobey.
Absolutely, man. Just get your people somewhere safe.
Please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
Mr. Noldus, I'm glad you're all right.
Virtus, I still disagree with your methods, but it doesn't matter now. Let us place our trust in the Chrysoceres.
You just asked me why did he believe her so easily, and I think that even though we haven't gotten the explicit answer, I do have a kind of theory slash thought on why that might be. So here's what I'm cooking, right? So it seems that the gods that these people worship are known as the Titans, right? And it seems that these Titans have priests, they have high priests, kind of like a hierarchy going on here. And this character Tribi, despite looking like a little Powerpuff Girl or whatever, might actually be a high priestess of Janus, the god of infinite passageways or whatever. So, like, this guy, from a religious order sense, is on a lower rank than this girl. So he's like, oh my god, like, how can I, a random, like, town priest, think that I know religion better than you? Okay, fine, I'ma do what you say, you know? Kinda what's going on.
The Dromus caravan that's supposed to meet us isn't here yet, so let's all rest where it's safe for a while. Of course. Please, come this way.
Hey, look at this. Interesting little thing over here.
I see you've both been made aware of our troubles. I'm grateful for your understanding, so in return, please ask me anything you wish to know.
Oh boy, howdy. There's a lot. Let's start with this.
The
What are the
ancient
Titans?
gods of Emphorius. Once worshipped by humanity, they now stand as their foes.
Oh, really? Why?
Just as the word implies, it's the time of strife before the world meets its end.
Ah, the funny joke option.
To be precise, it's the whole world that's coming to an end. The prophetic deliverers, with golden blood coursing through their veins.
Is that a metaphor? Oh, I see your point, that there's no proof, right? Maybe, like, she's well known, but unless, she identifies themselves as that, they don't know. But I'm willing to wait and see whether there is a way that these people can identify that she is who she is.
It's a gift from the three Titans of Fate.
Three Titans of
With their
Fate, like the three
blessing,
sisters of
priests
fate
can
from the Greek
awaken
mythology.
shadows of the past to alter reality.
You're putting it too lightly. Don't make miracles sound like a tool you can simply use at will.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm not good at telling stories.
Or really good at hiding stuff, you sussy bucka.
Tedious and overly long explanation isn't ideal either. Let me think. Oh, right! Virtus and the others are priests from Yanisopolis. They should be adept at playing the lyre. How about playing a song for our two friends? There's a ballad that's been passed down in Amphoria since ancient times.
Music is a big part of ancient Greek culture as well. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. Oh, is she gonna sing?
Happiness abound in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raise their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands. And 3 guided calamity's gate.
Okay, interesting.
They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus, you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephali, all-knowing father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden ichor spills unto the land, forming the boiling river that flows through the legacies of heroes who take their stand.
Let me read what she. I guess it's introducing all of the titans. So Kefali is the one that's carrying the world thing on its shoulder.
Huh?
What the? Yo, we got dinosaurs. That is so cool. Like, I think these guys look adorable. What the heck?
Don't worry, that's just our rescue. Time to get up, everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Calix. Like, these kind of dialogue options are available if you want to kind of muck about and just kind of do your own thing. There's a little bit of meta awareness that you can afford to the Trailblazer as well. Me, I'm a bit of a traditionalist. I like playing it like I am one with, in the fiction itself. Anywho, let's take a look at these really cute dinosaurs. I didn't know that Greek mythology had dinosaurs, but I love these guys. Oh my god. Hello? Hey, what do I even do with you? Roma.
These large, mild-mannered creatures are called dromas. They're humanity's most loyal companions. We'll be relying on them to get us through the rugged mountain roads on the way to the Holy City. Dromas are very docile. Even first-time riders can steer them easily. Here, give it a try. Remember to hold the reins tight.
Okay, they actually give me more dragon than dinosaur, to be honest. man. Don't be so cynical about everything. They can just be cute. They don't have to be furry pandering.
I forgot to mention, don't touch their white stone humps. When the Earth Titan blessed these creatures, it said they also stuffed their ill tempers into these humps.
Hey. So you're not supposed to touch the little
See?
earth
Easy,
bits.
wasn't it? Everyone, how did you find our lyre performance earlier? We've been in exile for many days and haven't touched our instruments in a long time. I fear our skills have grown rusty, and we've made a spectacle of ourselves.
No, not at all. Your performance was wonderful, sir.
I really liked it.
It's been a long time since we sat together like that and sang ancient ballads to our heart's content. I'm grateful to all of you for reminding me of those glorious and peaceful times. Looking back now, I admit I was too stubborn. Perhaps you really can save Amphorius from its doom, just like how the four of you heroes saved our very lives and faith today.
Suffering's bad for your health, and it won't help your faith much either. That's why it's our inherent duty as Chrysos heirs to free everyone from suffering.
Bad for your health, he says. Yeah, I guess he's true. He's true.
It's also the reason for the Holy City Akima's existence. The only human city left in our present day.
Ah, that's interesting, because that same scenario played out in another planet we've been to once.
Hey now, don't be so serious. You're bringing them.
Yeah, Finon has a neck tattoo of like a sun or something.
The holy city is absolutely safe. Everything will be fine.
Don't say absolutely safe. Now I'm in doubt.
Is everyone properly seated? Then we're off. Next stop, Akama.
Oh, wow. Excuse me? Isn't it supposed to be absolutely safe here? What the heck? What the? Whatever happened to absolutely safe? Oh my goodness. Okay, okay.
There's no reasoning with you bunch anymore.
Take you out.
Allow me to purge the root of
The damage is a little low. I wonder why.
The mood is set just right.
Bump up the volume a bit. I want to hear the OST a bit more.
Let the show begin.
I think I should specifically bump up the music volume. Hang on. Oh, I like the flute. Which are those pipes? Hard to say. I need to make a change to this party.
Be of your body and mind.
Oh, turn to stone. That's very cool, actually.
Mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. Serenity is before me.
Bring it on. Those look good.
One of the things that I love the most about his ult is the whole when you cast it on a certain enemy, you get to see them reflected on the wanted poster thing.
Stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Take your positions. Dreams do
Probably gonna die, right? Very nice. E. Okay, I am gonna need to make a change to my team for sure.
There's no reason with you, those with the load gun. Those who dig the grave.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the film.
The mood is set, just let the show begin.
While we're in this battle, can we reflect on how absolutely not safe this city is? Like, what is even going on? Or are we not in the city yet? Like, what do you mean what happens to bosses? This is the story mode, right? So, it's not necessarily whether you need single target or AoE. I genuinely believe you can clear the story mode with almost any unit that you want. It's just that, I am currently using a hunt character. Hunt Path is the single target specialist. The problem right now is that, not that I'm not doing enough damage, it's more that, there's a type mismatch going on, and I have ways to deal with it, but just not with this specific party. I need one more character. I'll swap it out the next time I get an opportunity. Oof. Okay,
The truth burns everything in this world. It's bleeding.
Lingsha is quite the character.
You both fought so bravely. Are you Chrysos heirs from a foreign land? Please, I beg of you, save Akima. The Mad King Nikador has returned. Look, there's strife and conflict everywhere. Thank you. Your comrades are fighting inside the city. Fate will guide you to them.
Oh, you want to know what I mean by type issues? What I mean is that every character in this game has an element to them, and I believe there are 6 elements in the game. Let me just get out of this cutscene and I'll explain it to you when I'm in the menu. It'll be easier to see. Alright, give me some gameplay game. Come on.
The main road's been
Oh,
blocked off.
looks like it's gonna be a little longer than expected.
Don't panic. Leave this to us. I summon the Oryx!
Lift the curtains of memory and stir up the past reverie.
Lift the curtain and stir up ripples of past reverie.
I mean, that's basically what I said, I guess. Oh, dang! L2 button. What the? This is such an interesting power. What is this?
It's you two. I'm sorry we got you involved again. I never expected Nikador to lead an army and launch a surprise attack on the Holy City at a time like this. They and Kefali have always been mortal enemies, but now they've gone mad like a vicious...
Humanity is so doomed.
Thankfully, Akima is not completely unprepared. The prophecy had warned us about this. This is a catastrophe, but it's not the end.
Mr. Noldus and the others have gone to seek shelter. Leave the rest to us. You should evacuate along with the citizens.
But I thirst for battle.
I don't doubt your skills, but... Very well, but please remain by my side. These pests can't hurt you, but our companions, those known as the Chrysos heirs, their attacks do not discriminate between friend and foe.
Alright, finally we're here. Bye. Alright, go into the party menu. Gonna swap you out and replace you with the you. Need to make sure that she's properly kitted out. I think some of her stuff got taken. Just steal what the Harmony Trailblazer had, I guess. Alright, yeah. Effect hit. There you go. Alright. So what I was talking about basically is that in this game, different characters have uh, a class, abundance or whatever, and an element, right? So you might see harmony, the hunt, preservation, harmony, erudition, and so on and so forth. And different elements, if the enemy has the same element, they can actually weakness break them. That's that bar above their health. This is one of the game's core mechanics. And um, what I was struggling with is because this guy, as a physical damage dealing character, was struggling with breaking some of those others, right? Who are not physical element. But now that we have this character, things should be fine. Battles will go a lot faster.
Throne of worlds, please end your long silence and grant humanity protection.
I thought this was gonna be a hub world, but it kind of looks like, sorry, hub area, but it kind of looks like we're in for a battle.
No. It's very safe here.
Are you kidding?
The prophecy has already revealed that the light of Kepali will shine upon all.
Yeah, it is. It's not a water is stronger than fire sort of situation. It's more like if you are a fire character and an enemy has the fire weakness, you can drain their weakness bar. When the battle begins, I'll show you what I mean.
The heroes will protect the city.
Leave them be. Just as Mr. Noldus reveres Yanis, faith is all some people have left in a world teetering on the brink of collapse. To honor their faith is the sacred duty of the Chrysos heirs.
Minions of strife, you shall not harm these people!
Alright, I'm gonna get to show off. You see, above their health is a white bar. The health is a red bar. And you see above that is 3 different elements. So this guy is lightning, quantum, and imaginary. That's the... This one is ice, lightning, and quantum. So, I'll show you, right? Without the weakness, when you hit this guy, only the life goes, and it's not very impressive. But her ability allows me to give this person a buff that'll enable him to basically break regardless of a weakness type. But I'll show you when we can get one of his turns back again. Alright, let's bring him back, give him another turn. Now, with that buff on, he can actually break this character.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone.
Her ult actually also does break regardless of element type, which is very useful. Right? You'll see the difference in HP damage that comes from breaking a character. Previously it was in the thousands. See? Now it's in the 100,000s.
Have we met? Clouds scattered.
I think I can come back to this one, so I'm gonna break this one. Maybe I'll just use the ult to break this one too. 1, 2. Nice. There is a saying about gacha games that someone very wise once passed on to me, and I'm gonna pass it on to anybody who's listening to this stream if they ever want to play a gacha game. DPSs are temporary, but supports are forever. My character went from a 10,000 range damage dealing character to a 100,000 range damage dealing character just by swapping out one person. That's how much of a difference that one support character makes. And yes, it does have auto battles, by the way. That's actually one of my favorite things about the game. Sometimes I log on to it and I just put it on auto battle and just kind of, let it do all of the grindy farming for material stuff, and then once it's done, I can just make use of it, you know? Anywho, in terms of stream today, I think we're gonna play until the story kind of calms down. And hey yo, why are there 3 of them? Yeah, dude, that is my face too. Trian. Oh, yeah, look at that. There are subtle differences between 3 of them, right? One of them has a bit more of a mischievous face, and the other one has flowers covering her eyes. Interesting. Trian, Trinan, Ribi. So they're actually 3 different people. I thought it would be like the clones of one person.
Snowy, Dee has been trading blows with the main forces for what feels like forever. From the skies to the city. Hurry up and assist him.
D. I do remember that it's a V, but I thought it was like a, you know, Naruto Kagebunshin situation, like Shadow Clones or whatever. So there being actually 3 different people with 3 different names is a little surprising to me.
I'm relying on you 3 to handle the task of getting the citizens.
Don't worry. With us here, we can just use the Century Gate to whoosh the people to the safest place in Emporius. Wouldn't that be Akama? Stop messing around and help the people. Anywhere is fine. Just send them to somewhere safe.
Don't worry. Although they are a little childish, the trio are experienced Chrysos heirs, and one of the pillars of Akama. Therefore, they can definitely be trusted. Well, let's keep on moving then.
I'm gonna fight these guys, like,
Incense ascends, entwined with the
A day of peaceful repose.
Locked and loaded.
right.
Waiting in line for a bullet.
Where do we want to start? Let's start with you.
Bring it on. Time's up.
1,
There's no reason it was those with the loaded gun.
then another one.
Let's seize this fine moment.
Still alive, are ya?
Our goals.
Surprising.
Oh, you stand still. Let's do it. Remember to aim for the heart.
Have we met? Dream vanished.
Waiting in line for a bullet. There's your reward.
Eliminate the enemies on the main road and leave the rest to the Holy City's guards.
Do I get any advantage on striking the enemies before they strike me? Well, it's something like this, right? If I have characters that whose elements correspond with an enemy weakness, like when you get a little closer, you'll see it. What'll happen is that these characters will be able to drain a little bit of these characters' weakness bars. Let's try it out. This guy has imaginary element. This enemy has imaginary element. You can tell that one of them is glowing. Actually, let's try it out with the fire character. I think that would be nice. But I need to quickly make a judgment to see who has the higher break effect. So yours is 191. Yours is 204, so it's gotta be you. It says it hits the weakness, so.
Stand still. There's no reason with you, those with the loaded gun. Those who dig their own grave.
No holding back. Share good fortunes.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Let us dance once more.
Overcome the thorns.
This mortal
Watch over you. Guide you on your path.
One fun fact if you want to play this game on PC is that if you or PS I guess, or any of the other systems, if you use a joystick, you can pause this game at any point you want by holding down L2. That's what's happening right now. I'm just holding it down at a kind of specific moment. I'll take a screen cap of this. I think this looks cool. Alright, anywho. You get another turn. And Let's take you out. Oh my god, I am loving using this team. It's very fun.
I hope I can be of help.
Incense ascends.
A day of peaceful repose.
What this thing that I'm doing right now is using a technique. These points are what you use for techniques. And what techniques essentially do are they give you a little advantage right at the start of the battle. Alrighty, so which direction are we going? Nice, one down.
Unite our goals.
Allow me to purge the root of the problem.
I've heard the call.
This girl who kind of has red hands and feet, that would be this one. She's a healer, in case you were wondering. It's not a shield. It's this bar above them is their weakness. The moment it breaks, it does a ton of damage and it does different effects to them. It's just that these guys are dying too fast because this is a break-based character. So when I break enemy weaknesses, it does like a lot of damage.
Dream vanished.
Oh, interesting.
This mortal will watch over you, guide you on your path. Trinity is before me.
Clouds scattered.
Let's do it. There's no reason with a loaded gun. Those dig the grave.
A vast journey awaits.
Incense
Venture
ascends.
and observe.
Alright, who's next?
Locked and loaded.
Like this person has a fire weakness, so let's try this.
Waiting in line for a bullet.
Okay.
Bring it on.
We'll implant the physical weakness onto you, take you out,
No reason with you
then
punching
we'll try to take you out.
Unite our goals. Dreams
Lower
of a
everybody's
past
weakness.
Let us dance
The
once
alt.
more.
I'll overcome the thorns. Doubt farewell.
Dang, this person's energy regeneration is quite nice. I'm very proud of the Sunday that I've built. Mr. Sunday. That's his name, by the way.
All you stand still.
You can actually sneak past these guys without engaging as well. Some characters actually have an ability to make enemies docile or to make you literally invisible. You don't have to fight them. I'm fighting them because I want to showcase combat and I really actually enjoy it. You can also outrun them, by the way. Oh, what are these big guys? I'm curious to see what you're about. Hello. Are you good guys? Are we on the same side? I guess we are.
Here. Quick, save the Grand Craftsman. He is surrounded by enemies.
The rear is secured now.
Oh.
This is the result of your efforts.
Quit messing around. You know who we're dealing with.
Bro?
Carelessness will be your downfall. Deliver.
Okay, this guy slaps.
Mere child's play. A true fight between us would shatter them with the aftershocks alone. Who are you?
Enough, mighty. Are you trying to destroy the holy city?
Punch anymore. Those with the loaded gun. Those dig the grave.
Mighty.
Let's do it. There's your reward.
No holding back. Unite
they're all Greek mythology inspired. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was. This person has a lower than average weakness bar, so I'm gonna try to break him. Nice. And then another one.
Have we met? Cloud scatter.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly.
Bring it on.
I'll try hitting you. It seems like all the characters of this planet, the visuals, the enemies, the music, everything is Greek mythology themed, so it's very nice to see, because the last one was definitely themed after something else, which was, you know, like the 1920s era of America. It had that kind of look to it, the jazz era.
Fine on.
I'm glad that you're okay. As for you, Mighty, if I'm
Mighty.
not mistaken, shouldn't your responsibility be protecting the citizens?
What is that supposed to mean? Who are you implying isn't a citizen here?
Don't evade the question. Aglaia told us to protect the citizens. Are you ignoring what she said?
It is you who forgot the second half of her words. Her original words were, protect the citizens and
You're
eliminate
right, he is very
invaders.
Gilgamesh.
The crisis in the Holy City will be resolved once we've eliminated Nikador. Speaking of which, since you've never considered the pair over there to be citizens, they seem to fit the definition of invaders. The three priests of Yanis share the same appearance and mind, and their senses are also interlinked. The Achaemins have long been aware of your presence and what you have been doing. You trust him that much? I suggest you think twice.
Provoking your allies at such a critical juncture. Whose side are you on?
From the moment we first met, I already told you that regardless of whether it's in the past or in the future, the people of Kremnos will never agree to make peace with the likes of you. As the successor of Kremnos, I, Mighty, am not able to act independently on such matters. Furthermore, things have escalated to a point where I must warn you, esteemed guests, that your host is anything but proficient in the ways of hospitality.
Enough. The time for internal strife now is not.
I have not forgotten about what needs to be done. Stand down. I'm more than capable of taking care of what's ahead by myself.
I noticed that you asked me, Calix, what games do I usually play? Now, when it comes to Emmen Gaming, the channel as a whole, there are three of us who sometimes stream, right? Like, we each stream the individual games that we are playing. I'm one of them. There's Mika, and sometimes there's another guy called Iham. When it comes to Mika, he likes to stream games that either get his interest, or smaller indie titles, right? He was streaming that game where you're playing as like a priestess protecting like a shrine. What was it? Onmyoji? Something like that. No, that wasn't it. I forget the name. I'm sorry, Mika, if you're watching. If you could drop it in the chat, that would be real helpful. Iham likes to stream Genshin Impact. He likes to stream some of his PlayStation games as well. He's known to stream a FromSoft game from time to time. As for me, I usually stream games that similarly fall into my area of interest. I sometimes stream games like Metaphor Refantasio. I sometimes stream games like Elden Ring. Sometimes it's stuff like Honkai Star Rails, or I also do play Final Fantasy 14. So if there's something particularly interesting going on there, I might do a stream about it as well. It's really about less of, okay, we are streamers of X game, and more like we stream games that are either kind of new and happening right now, or games that we really liked or have piqued our interest for one reason or the other.
As for you, Nikador is in the Marmorial Palace.
Armorial, that's a cool word.
Stay out of it. So, go ahead. Deliver.
I don't need you to tell me that.
You. What's your name?
It's a secret.
Is that not also strange?
Well, that's the Chrysos heirs. Revered as heroes by the masses, but still imperfect mortals at their core.
What is it, outsider? Do you fear the Lance of Fury's raging flames? Or perhaps you'd care to spar with me?
Avoid getting too serious with Mighty, because he means every word he says.
That is true. Of this, you can be assured.
I like this guy. I'm gonna just see if there's anything there. Used to be, but I guess it's blocked right now due to this instance. Man, look at these decorations though. Like, even here, like, look at this. This is beautiful. I really like that. Like, there's a little story being told with the wall decorations, and perhaps one day we might be able to figure it out. Like, look at this. These are definitely not random drawings. They've put some thought into this, and I really appreciate that. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Ooh, lion, that's very nice.
What a mess. Yes, Treeby acted with haste. This is Marmorial Market, the most important residential and living area in the Holy City. Pushing through by force would undoubtedly result in needless casualties. But now our backup is here.
Lord Finon and
Whoa.
the two guests. Welcome to Akama.
What is this effect on the
When I heard your
screen?
footsteps, I thought death was already writing my final chapter before my heroic journey had even begun. Miss Casterus?
It's kind of hard to focus on her, huh?
An abrupt ending to an epic that has barely begun might also amaze the people. But today, Lord Finon, Akama needs you.
Well, if the mortician of the Holy City says I'm needed, then it sounds like I'm gonna...
You're asking me whether this is the first time they use time powers. When you say that, are you saying in this game? Because every world has a little gimmick associated with what kind of theme it's going for, right? The previous one was themed around dreams, so instead of time, they use perspective tricks. And they didn't in this one. I think they're going for time powers specifically because Greek mythology has a lot of like time, fate kind of vibes going on, so I think they're tapping into it. This character, by the way, looks morbid as heck.
I'd like you to please follow me. And kindly keep 5 paces distance.
Like, what is she social distancing? What's going on?
In the face of death, strife will also cause hesitation to arise.
Look at that! Wherever she walks, flowers bloom and die.
Shadow of death.
I am the shadow of death, she says. Like, my goodness. Look at what's happening to all these enemies. They're just getting messed up.
There are also some enemies who are difficult to subdue by presence alone.
The scent of blood. Are you an attendant of the Hand of Shadow?
The Death Titan.
No, I'm nobody's attendant.
You can try to avoid and hide it. But
The world of the dead.
Chrysos heirs. What cowards! We live by loyalty and glory, while you live by weakness and deceit.
I'm so glad that you're not my history teacher. How much can we trust the words of someone who has sunk so deep into madness? However, if you're standing here out of loyalty and glory, then I shall draw my blade and grant you a warrior's end.
Come to arms.
This interesting like effect on the screen is really. Oh, this. So this is the main guy, huh? Okay, okay. Let's try to take you out.
There's no reason with you, those with the most gun. Those who dig their own grave.
Share good fortunes. Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Let us dance once more.
Be of your body and launch.
Heard the call.
This mortal form. Watch over you.
Guide you on your path. Trinity is before me.
All you stand still.
No holding back. Dream vanished.
Let's shred a little bit. I wonder if I can break them. I can break any of these guys, but let's try it. Oh, so close. So close. But it's fine.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Now, farewell.
All you stand still.
Now we're about to see some big damage. The weakness bar kind of like glows a little when you're about to break it, like so. Now let's try this. One. Both of them gone, very nice. These two, I find this one to be more threatening. Take you off the board.
Cloud scattered.
Then let's take you off the board.
As you wish.
Lady Aglaya
I think
once
that
said
the
that the
physical
extreme
weakness
battle
break
is
actually
the
does
shape of
damage
the
relative to the max HP of the enemy, so it varies a
I
bit.
have the power to lay them to rest.
I was about to say the same. It's pointless to waste your strength on these pawns. Let's go. It's time to face strife.
Once there, you must turn into birds and fly toward the final battlefield.
Turn into birds, you say?
Why aren't you joining us?
I must stay here and ensure that these soldiers do not destroy the city. Although faith is more important to the vast majority, there are still quite a number of citizens who care more about their worldly possessions.
I understand, but
There is no need for worry. The citizens have already been evacuated, and the only living things in the vicinity are the three of you. As Lady Aglaya instructed, no civilians will be affected by this.
Yeah, she sounds like she's about to like cast a death curse onto this city.
well then. I'll see you later, Miss Castros.
Personal opinion about Castoris, right? The name Castor is a name that shows up in the Iliad, which is like an epic poem of Greek origin, and
Incense ascends.
this Castoris might be a reference to that character. Although Castor, I think, was a man. Anyway, there's an interesting item here. Let's see what this thing does.
Memorial Palace. The Lance of Fury. Nikador. They're all there in the distance.
I hope this is a boss, dude. Like, I would really like to fight a strong enemy. Danhang, is that your stomach growling? No.
That battle cry once crushed all in its path. It knocked down foes and allies alike, leaving people as fragile as reeds in a gale. My limbs trembled uncontrollably as my weapon clattered to the ground. I could hear nothing but the frenzied and shameful beating of
Ooh,
my
that's actually very, very, like, poetic in the way that it's said.
This is why the Strife Titan is revered. If a warrior can face this terror and still step forward, no trial thereafter can shake the weapon in their hand.
You too. If you wish to retreat, this is your final chance to do so.
No way, Jose. I want to see what this is about. I want to see this boss.
Surely on your world there must also be a Titan who is revered by the masses. There's no need to further confirm your resolve. We shall soon cross swords with the embodiment of strife. And yet, faced against this menacing threat, your resolve only gleams more intensely. Let's get going.
The game audio is getting distorted, you say? Okay, let me bump it up a bit.
None could stand as their equal. Today, we inherit the duty of the gods, safeguarding the inhabitants of Amphorius.
It says here that the audio is looking good.
And become heroes.
Is it still bad? Huh. Okay, I'll look into this, alright? Get the clue. Assemble the pattern once the progress bar is full. Oh, okay, there it is. Whoa.
Deathly silence is the proud resonance of Nikador's war drums. Behind this watery veil awaits the arena of conflict.
I really like this. It could be some interference, yeah. Thank you for letting me know. I'll look into this. Definitely a gorgeous view. And also, do you notice that there's some kind of redness around the edges of the screen?
If you can't do that, then think of death. For doing so might actually keep you alive.
Whoa, it's now kind of rippling, almost like it's really hot. Us, actual heck. Ooh, okay, okay. Savage God, Mad King, incarnation of strife.
Weaker. So more distorted.
Interesting. Okay, let's see what this guy's about. Befog. Unremovable, decreases damage. Oh, armor. Here's 7 stacks of it, that's crazy. In case you didn't know, you can also speed up this game and slow down this game, but whenever you fight a new enemy, especially a boss, it tends to go into the slowed down mode. So let's try it that way for now. I'm so glad I had my technique active so I could actually implant the physical weakness. Slowly working through the weakness bar. Let's get some skill points back. Let's buff this guy. Yes, the bosses do appear on the wanted poster. It's something that I'm very delighted to see. Alright. Slowly but surely we're making our way through the toughness bar. I'm very curious to see what kind of abilities this boss has. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually very cool. What the heck?
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
Not a lot of damage, but we're looking to just reduce the weakness. What the? Characters with glory can obtain buffs via using skill or ultimate to increase glory stacks. Okay. Characters with glory can dispel Titanic Corpus stacks equal to the current glory stacks when attacking. Okay. Interesting.
Let's do it fair and square. Draw. There's no reason with you bunch anymore. There are only two kinds of people in the world. Those with the
Interesting mechanic.
those who dig the rope brave.
Both body and mind must be pure.
Bid you farewell.
Ah, let's see how much damage this can do. I've been waiting for this. Love to see it. This might actually kill the guy. Let's see. Ooh, what's this?
Move.
Whoa.
This is not the true Nikador, just one of his many godly forms. The core flame isn't here.
He doesn't have two break bars. It's just that Fox Girl has the ability to give two break bars so that you can break an enemy twice. Aglaya, huh?
Is far from elegant. It has helped to remove any misgivings that we had. From this moment forth, you shall be treated as distinguished guests of the Holy City and of the Chrysos as...
She has kind of a weird accent, right? Like it's not fully British. It sounds British adjacent. It's interesting.
Curious about my eyesight? Well, I'm not blind. On the contrary, I can see much more than the typical person. Those with golden blood always have something extraordinary about them. For
Sure thing,
me,
go right ahead.
it's perception. I don't need light to measure the world. The wind carries messages along golden threads, delivering countless sensations to my fingertips. Just like how at this present moment, the virtues possessed by the both of you have turned into a warm current that pleases my skin.
What kind of mic do I use? Okay, well, my mic I don't think is the toppest of the top of the line when it comes to streaming setups. I'm currently using the mic on my headset, which is a Arctis headset. Arctis Nova Pro is the one that I went with. But if you want to be streaming in a more professional capacity and you want to sound real crisp, it is recommended that you get a good headset, but also like a mic separately. But I don't have the table space for that, unfortunately.
When Trian followed those escaped soldiers, was that part of the plan too?
Naturally,
But you know,
we have long foreseen
a little bit of an opinion of mine, just a hot take perhaps, is that even if you don't sound the most crisp, it's really more about the personality that you bring to the stream and not just with how you interact with the people who are listening or watching, as the case may be, but also like how you're interacting with the game or whatever content you are streaming, right? Like in my case, I like to make observations. I like to draw from my knowledge of like mythology, philosophy, like story writing, right? These kind of things, because I am that kind of nerd, right? But at the same time, if it were Mika, I think he might be pulling from his extensive knowledge of variety of games and history of gaming and such, right? So it's really the personality that's really on the stream that people usually tend to show up for, which is something that I think is a very key feature that a lot of streamers and would-be streamers tend to miss. That, you know, even if it's with a crayon, the Mona Lisa is the Mona Lisa, so to speak. Not that I'm saying I am the Mona Lisa, just
After Nikador succumbed to madness, their
painting an
fortress disappeared
elegant
into
metaphor.
the void, with no one being able to ascertain its location anymore. However, now that they have acted out of character and attacked Arkema of their own accord,
Why no face cam? Well,
Holy
honestly,
City
it's because I'm a
will
little
be
shy, to
their
be honest.
hiding place and sound the horn of retaliation.
I was thinking of doing a VTuber model for us Emmen gaming folks, but I don't think we're there yet. We're a bit of a small operation.
Gave my word that after the situation stabilized, I would reveal all about Amphorius to our allies. However, given that Akuma has just barely survived a calamity, and there are still many shaken citizens who need comfort, Aglaya, would you mind taking care of this in my stead?
Distinguished guests, since you have spared no effort in aiding the Holy City, I will naturally take care of you as well. I've woven many unforeseen events into the tapestry of fate. This is but one instance.
You two can find me at Marmorial Market after you've grown tired of listening to her tales. In any case, I owe you my hospitality.
Now, your question of isn't VTubing kind of flooded these days? Yeah, you're right. There are thousands and thousands of VTubers, both well known and not well known. I'm just saying that that is an option of being able to have some sort of avatar on the screen, you know? And you never know who the next big VTuber might be, and it's not like I'm trying to be one. I personally just enjoy streaming games because I have a history of working in the radio. So, you know, commentating on things while they're happening, it kind of comes second nature to me. I'm a bit of a yapper myself. So sitting in front of a stream, playing a game and just,
Go ahead.
you know, yapping about it, it really is enjoyable to me. I love it. Yo, did we just put a space anchor down here? That is amazing.
What an interesting way to mark the start of your journey. I grow more and more curious about your cause. But please, let me first properly extend my hospitality to you. The conversation we must have will likely be quite lengthy, so why don't we go somewhere more suitable for that?
Oh yeah. You're right. I could not. Hey, look at that. I have reached a milestone in the story. So what I'm gonna do is see if any of my dailies have actually been done. Any enemy is nice. Wait a minute, for the battle pass you're supposed to get like 10 things a week, right? How is my chat set up, right? For that, it's kind of like there is this app that we use that go together with OBS to show it on the screen while we're streaming. It's just that at the moment I was a little too absorbed in the stream itself and I kind of forgot to check the chat. That one's pretty much on me. Not gonna lie. Alright. Sorry, Trailblazer, we're gonna have to replace you with Hugh. Now, as far as the stream is concerned for today, I'm not going to be playing the Amphorius storyline any further. let me lower the volume because we've heard this song. Alright. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to be playing the Euphoria storyline much. I'm actually wrapping up my time with this game. It's just that I would like to do my dailies before I go, you know? And, I want to say while all of this is going on, thank you very much for anybody who tuned in to watch, and thank you to the people who were in the chat itself. Special thanks to you, Calix. I hope that you had a lot of fun. Like I said, please keep an eye on us on our stream on Fridays, and if you check our stream, if you check our Twitch page, I think there should be some details about how you can find us, our channel. I mean, some on Discord and on Telegram as well, if that's your thing, where we'll be, you know, sharing a few trailers here and there, and you'll let know when we are um, streaming again. But we also do game reviews and sometimes gaming related podcasts. At least one episode per month is kind of our target, right? So you might get to see some of that stuff too. It's pretty fun. We have a good time. No, 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 you're not spamming the chat. It's actually really fun to interact with somebody while playing. It's all good. um, for us, because like I said, we're a real small operation. Having anybody show up and just say hi is a real nice time, you know. It's good to interact and kind of get to know like the people who are there, share their thoughts and kind of vibe. Like it's like, how do you say? Imagine if we were playing games on the same couch and we were just kind of riffing off of the game and talking to each other about random topics and all. It's nice. It's a very nice feeling. So please feel free to come back to any of our streams. I dare say that you would find Mika's streams to be rather enjoyable as well. Mika has a very soothing voice, I've been told. So if I am the high energy guy, he's the low energy guy. You know, he's like ASMR, all relaxing and such. By the way, you are now seeing a visual of this game playing itself. I'm doing basically nothing, just watching this happen. And these guys are just farming and like getting through the tedious stuff so that I don't have to.
Share good fortunes. Let us dance once more.
Let's duel. Turns up.
Nice. Oh, I'm still back here. That's very cool. I didn't even want to leave. What is this? What? What am I hearing right now? Okay. So now let's see. Finally. I've noticed that there's some new notifications going on around here. So let's take a look at what's what, alright? There's a new message. Hey, the space station. Special. I have no interest in gifts, but I appreciate their sentiments. A little robot. Oh, okay, it's a side quest. Okay, I like that. I check it out. Okay, so now let's see. New patch, new battle pass. Very cool. 4 new translate. What is this light cone? I need to know. I mean, I can't exactly spend on any of this, but let's see. 100. Okay. This is the wearer's crit. Wearer's memory is on the field. Damage dealt by the wearer and memory. This is pretty decent. I've actually done quite a few of this stuff. This is awesome. See, reaching level 5 like that. Nice. Can we do a 10 pull? There's not really any character I'm particularly interested in, and I am saving for the future, but I suppose a 10 pull wouldn't be the worst idea. Let's just claim all of them rewards first, eh? Obtain the audio recording Divine Echo Ocean. Fathom the unfathomable. Place your first space anchor in M4. What else is here? Ilya Travelogue. Some sort of event. Come with Weekly Journey. This is one of those out of the game events. Okay, I'm not too interested. New characters, just pretty cool. Can test them out. Free of Chaos, I'm done with it. Series. Oh, the Jade is on the banner. Okay, maybe I will take a gander, you know. Lingsha, love to see you back. Oh no, Jade isn't here. What is this light cone? Oh no, Jade is on the banner actually. Lingsha, Fei Zhao, and Jade. Let's try on Jade's banner, a 10 pull. What's the worst that could happen, right? Famous last words. It's a 4-star. Well, that's fine. We weren't really looking for much anyways. By the way, don't you think this guy is really cute? This is Pom Pom. Nice. Let's go! Love you, Mozza. He's a really cool character in my opinion. Like, you know, okay, not everybody's gonna agree, but I think he suits my tastes perfectly. So, always happy to have a Mozza Eidolon. How has my luck been so far? I would say it's equally good and bad, right? Like there are times where I've actually won 50/50s, and these have been for like this is, by the way, this is like one of my favorite characters. I got this guy and I managed to get like one constellation for him. Like I saved up out of my butt for this guy. I'm also hoping to get a second constellation soon. But anyway, they call them Eidolons in this game. I said constellations because it's a Genshin terminology. Anywho, got his weapon. Yeah, I do think that I do have pretty decent luck considering all the, you know, premium 5 stars that I have pulled. It's just that, like, I have lost quite a few 50/50s as well. Like, these two are characters that I got from losing a 50/50, but in this game, the standard banner characters are actually far and wide rather good, in my opinion. Right?
Every shadow on the Yao Qing could be me.
Oh man, I love this guy. Alright, like, this guy, this Mozza, he is the definition of what a lot of people call edgy. He wears dark clothing. He is like an assassin dude. He throws around knives, like he's literally covered in edges, right? But yet he's so seriously committed to being just the most baddest ass of guys. Like I think it's very funny. And he's also kind of a germaphobe, which I think is hilarious. Now, wait a minute. If you have that light cone, okay, I guess. Anyway, that brings my stream to a close. I think it's good to leave the story here and perhaps pick it up another time. I'm definitely going to be streaming this again, possibly on Friday, right? Might even do an hour tomorrow, just to push the story ahead a little bit. But I think Friday will be better because that's our usual streaming time, anyways. For now, thank you anybody who joined us for joining us. And if you want to catch up with Emmen Gaming, you can try looking for us on YouTube. You can try looking for us on Twitch here as well. You will also see us on Discord, and we've got a Telegram group if that's your thing as well. We do gaming reviews, we do gaming podcasts, and we also do streams from time to time. And I've been your host, Mooney, throughout all of this, and I hope y'all had a good time listening. Oh yeah, one last comment here by Calix. You said a comment about auto battles, which was whether you can do it or not, and the answer is yes, you can do it. You can actually automate the. Oh, okay, I see. Another comment. If they let you auto battle, why not let you skip it entirely? See, personally, I'm not a big fan of just, click the button, get the reward, because I think that, like, you gotta put in some effort, right? And if you're gonna build all these characters, if they're gonna put all these cool looking animations in the game, and if they're just gonna let you skip it, might as well just let you skip to the end of the story arc or to the end of every content. I don't know, it doesn't quite sit right with me personally. Like, I'll admit, the AI of the game is nothing compared to even the average player of the game, but still, it is relatively pleasant, I think, to see these characters do their thing, do their skills, do their ults. It's kind of nice to watch, so I'm not too much of a impatient person about it. Like, if I had to meticulously farm every single item on my own, putting my own blood, sweat, and tears into it, eventually I'd get sick of it for real. But since I'm able to just sit back, put the thing on auto, like, there have been situations where I've just put this game on auto and have gone and booted up whole other games and was playing it and would just come back and just, click retry just to farm something. And it's been, good. Like, it worked well. Like, admittedly, this is a thing where, like, my PC needs to be able to handle it, and luckily it has been able to with these other games which are not that heavy on the PC. But my point is, I don't even have to be here for this, right? So when they're giving you this much of a concession, I'm like, more likely to say it's fine. Like, there's a saying that a lot of people who play this game sometimes say, much to the annoyance of hardcore fans of Genshin Impact, and that is Genshin could never. And this is one of those situations, I'm afraid. Because in that game, you gotta farm for every little book on your own. But anyway. Oh no, my PC is not a beefcake, it's just that I happen to be playing something like Stardew Valley on the other screen. And not on the, while tabbed out, I mean. But anywho, you guys, I gotta head off. I need to do something like dinner. It's dark out where we're streaming. So thank you once again so much for joining us. Hope to see you again some other time. And it was real fun, Calix. I hope you had a good time as well. And I hope to see you around Emmen Gaming Contact a little bit more from now on, alright? Now that we exist and that we have fun around these parts, feel free to show up. See ya.